Key mystery to life is the woman. Women in their history was made a mystery by patriarchal men. When we read Revelation 17 verse 5, it reads, "So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns." Now the previous video we just did was about the horns. And upon her forehead was a written name, Mystery. Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abomination of the earth. This is a patriarchal versus matriarchal story that we'll delve into further in the next video. However, in this video, what we point out is that this is the patriarchs of men telling us great women known to the world. Their phenomenal structures, egalitarian structures, and accomplishments will be left a mystery. Derogatory names were also attached and affiliated with these women to keep us from knowing who they truly are. When we read the definition of mystery, it defined as anything that is kept secret or remains unexplained or unknown. Something that is difficult or impossible to understand or explain. When we read the definition of myth, it reads, a traditional story, especially one concerning the early history of a people, or explaining some natural or social phenomenon, and typically involving supernatural beings or events. Myth is a genre or folklore consisting primarily of narratives that play a fundamental role in a society. Myths are often endorsed by secular and religious authorities and are closely linked to religion and spirituality. Many societies group their myths, legends, and history together, considering myths and legends to be factual accounts of their remote past. A traditional or legendary story, usually concerning some being or hero or event, with or without a determinable basis of fact or a natural explanation, especially one that is concerned with deities or demigods and explains some practice, rite, or phenomenon of nature. Myth and mystery are interchangeables, both meaning the same thing. Men label great matriarchal women mysteries and myths because their goddess temples displays vast symbolism of the earth's terrain being magnetic and therefore a huge power generator. The Bible speaks of the goddess Hathor as the golden calf, and in the temple of Hathor displays the earth's terrain as a huge magnet. For we know the earth is a magnetic field. Her temple was built approximately 6,000 years ago and is indestructible and still intact because it was built with magnetic elements. She left symbolism that magnetic elements come from the earth for free and that we are supposed to build our societies and homes with magnetic elements so that our homes, etc., powers off the terrain of the earth freely. That way, man can't charge us. Hathor is a myth and a mystery because in her most prominent, opulent goddess temple, which is named the Temple of Dendera, it displays how to ascend to matriarchs here on earth. Her decadent and galvanizing temple has vast and undecoded iconography of the hidden design of the earth, displaying safe havens of magnetic matriarchs beyond the rising waters of the earth. The earth's waters and terrains ascends at Antarctica. And there's another mystery there as well, because none of us knows what's beyond the ascensions of Antarctica. Magnetism is the source and the force that creates and powers our reality. So how can magnetism be a mystery to the people? Women are magnetism in the physical form. Electricity comes from magnetism. So, how is magnetism a mystery to the people? I mean, wouldn't we want to know where electricity comes from? None of us knows the powers of magnets nor how they lead to ascension, yet everything that is alive on Earth is magnetic. We know of electromagnetism, and that's asinine and backwards because electro represents male energy while magnetism represents female energy. So to say electro is only to put the man in front of the woman. Remember, man wanted to be inserted into the cosmology and cartography of the earth, and to do so he pledged wars against women. only to cease the bloodshed on earth is why male and female cosmology, yin and yang, exist. The woman is a mystery because before the gender wars, Earth was always represented solely as a peaceful woman, and she can perform the God act of human parthenogenesis, which is creating life with no male consort, and therefore her greatest and most grand creation of man can be made from the very fabric of her flesh. Man gives us this truth in allegory with Mary's Immaculate Conception virgin birth story. However, but yet, this God act of human parthenogenesis is still left a mystery. The first two letters of Mary are M-A. M-A is the woman, and that is a hidden parable as well. All these wondrous God acts of women is why women are the mystery, and furthermore, to hide them is the only how men could ever rule. So, it's time to bring back the hidden history left by these women. With this hidden knowledge, there's no need to wonder anymore or to be in the not knowing. With women's hidden knowledge, we now know the life-changing powers of magnetism. So, as the book of Revelation speaks of, let's build a new earth. Women, this entire page is for you. Instagram will not let me advertise this page, so it's up on you to research and share this information. Matriarchs rising.